Good morning.
Good morning, and welcome back to episode 2 of About Last Night! Woo!
We're back.
We're back again. Nobody asked for us to come back, but yet here we are.
We're very persistent, aren't we?
We are that.
Like the clap.
Yes,
Some would say.
very much so.
And this is the show, Lill, where we talk absolute shit about RuPaul's Drag Race UK Series 2, isn't it?
It is indeed. And it's been a very exciting week, even though it's only episode 2.
And 7 in the morning, to be pointing that out.
I know, we're up so early.
Oh, I'm really
just for you. So as you well know, this is a breakfast show, and we will be reviewing new sausages for you every week. This week, we've got some tasty little bangers to try out. Should we try them?
I think we should. Should I get them?
They're so far away.
Oh, I can't reach them so long. These are the sausages we have chosen today. I'm doing a beauty guru hand movement. Have you seen that?
Can you see it?
Can you see it through the viewfinder?
Can you?
Can you see that? That's a lovely... Should we judge the colour though?
Should we do that?
Yeah,
Should we try one? Yeah. The sausages today are by Heck.
Heck!
Oh my heck! These are meat-free!
And a vegan Italiano.
They are vegan mozzarella style cheese, basil and garlic.
Oh, lovely.
They're full of fibre for those that are constipated. They're soya free, so for those who have got a problem against soya.
And high protein, as it points out on the packet. You know,
Well.
you're bulking up some weeks, as we are, you know.
Large claims from these sausages, but let's give it a go. Cheers.
So what sauce have we got today, Lill?
We've got brown sauce, but I think we should try these sausages unsullied first.
Plain.
Untainted by whatever sauce. So let's just go right in.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, there wasn't much of a crunch there, was there? But very tasty.
They've been out of the air fryer for a few minutes now, so they're not as hot as they once were.
No.
I can imagine what that's like.
You're used to a hot sausage, aren't you?
They've got mozzarella in them, or vegan style mozzarella, which makes it a bit weird if you ask me. What do you
I
think?
kind of like it. I like how soft they are in the middle. As somebody who likes a burnt sausage, I'm kind of enjoying these.
I think it's a bit creamy for a sausage. I'm going to try it some with a bit of brown
I'm going
sauce.
to do a double dip. I'm very sorry.
The sauce is what makes a sausage, isn't it? Mostly.
Yeah. I know what you mean about the texture though. There's a bit like bit of mash.
It's like mash. Yeah, what's your thoughts and feelings on these? I mean, I am going to have another.
You know what? I'll join you.
Only because I'm starving.
We haven't eaten for weeks, have we? Just for you and the show, want to keep our figures.
This is the only time we ever get fed. That's why we're always eating on camera.
We want to be very calorie conscious.
So, for 2 of these chipolatas, which I believe is Spanish, there is 49 calories, which is well good, isn't it? You could eat the whole pack to yourself.
What would that be? How many sausages did we get? 8, was it?
Well, I think we got 8, yeah.
So what's that? 49 times 8. It's a good 200 calories to finish it off, isn't it?
No, we're 200 for 4.
I don't do that.
400.
Good thing I've got a pretty face there.
You could eat the full pack of these sausages, and it'd only be 400 calories,
That's very impressive.
which is good.
I've started with the one, by the way, if you'd like to join in.
Should we just finish them off?
Yeah, very nice. But I do get what you mean. It's a very weird texture to have a very strong casing and then a mashy centre.
Do you know what? Even though I've scoffed them all, I'm not really about them. What's your thoughts?
My thoughts and feelings are they're very moreish, and I do like them.
I think that's just because you're hungry.
But I would choose these to eat if I was going for more of a chipolata style.
But do you know what? They're only £2.
£2? Oh, I'll buy them.
I'm going to give it, out of 10, I'd go for a 5. They're just not that good for me. What do you think?
So they're up there for me. I put them as a 7. So, for the Heck meat-free vegan Italia? What the fuck is it called? Well, for the Heck sausages, we're giving them a 6.
6. I think I might have left the plastic on them.
Have you actually? Have I just been eating plastic?
I mean, it's very see-through, that casing, isn't it?
Is this plastic? Have I just been eating 5 sausages covered in plastic?
Surely they wouldn't shrink wrap the sausages. You thought they were wrapped in plastic and you still gave them a 6? A 7?
I know, but if they weren't wrapped in plastic, I could have given them a 10.
Top tip, check you've took the wrapper off first.
I know. I'm sick of this. I'm going home.
I wish you would. She was here for 6 days last time.
6 fucking days last week. I never saw the sight of anyone else. I'd like to do a little cameo for Red Bull. Perfect way to wake up in the morning, 7 o'clock.
And let me tell you, ladies, gents, and those in between, 6 days was 6 days too many. Are we serving you bedtime fantasy?
Would you like to give a description of your look today now?
It's hot to toe, hot to trot.
My look today says, I ate tangerine.
Tangerine dream.
Tangerine dream, easy peel, stop saying that.
Easy peel, that's
Easy
definitely
peel. You know what they call me? Easy peel. That's a good drag name.
Easy peel.
Easy peel. Maybe like a little 1920s like, easy baby.
Easy's not a name, is it?
Easy, yeah. Like,
how many mates have you got called Easy?
7. What about you?
I haven't got any mates. I've got
That's
7.
fine.
I like love. That's just what I like. That's just what I'm about.
As you said it to your coffee last week, you're happy it said love.
Everybody say love.
And this outfit also says love.
It does say love, doesn't it? And do you know what? I'll let you in on a secret. I got it from ASOS and I was going to return it after this video, but I've got makeup all down it and I can't take it back now.
Yeah, makeup. Alright. Oh, I'm trying to get a burp out. It's so hard.
Last video that I was editing, I spent about a good 80% of my time trying to edit out all the Banksie's burps.
You know what? My IBS is none of your problem. Can I say my whole bit again?
Yeah, as long as you've got your bodily functions in check now.
Yeah, I did shit the bed. Good eczema. What did I say to start last video?
That's a hairy roll, that, isn't it?
Excuse me.
How long is a hair on that
Honestly,
roll?
I'm not even gonna lie. There's one there that's even hairier.
Is there?
It's like a piece of mincemeat.
Do you know what Dwayne told me? He
What?
said because I've got a little mole there on my chest. He said it was the end of what they call not veins, the big veins. Artery. He said it was the big end of an artery, and he went like that. You can pluck it and pull it out like a piece of spaghetti.
I'm starting the video. Now, I know what you're all thinking. We've just had some food, but are we going to eat more? Yes, we are, because we're hungry bitches. So, what are we having for our breakfast this day?
Well,
Week, whatever day it is.
well, as you suggested in the last episode, I don't even know if you did. As you recently suggested to me, As you recently suggested.
Just say it again.
As you recently suggested to me, I should get seeds.
As you get the seeds.
Right, forget all that. Right, what we're having for breakfast, we're having avocado on toast.
This is what it looks like.
It's probably gone all weird because of the green screen.
Oh, what if it's... Should we hold it up, see if it goes to the green screen? Sorry, with our wallpaper that moves. Yeah, we haven't even mentioned that yet. We decided after a green screen bed last week, we thought, let's mix it up. So we've gone with a lovely, what colour would you call this?
I'd call it a shallow plum.
A shallow plum, and we thought we'd go with a shallow plum bedding with a lovely, you can't see it, but it's there, leopard print throw. And you know, we thought we'd just change the background and have some fun on the wallpaper.
We're going to mix it up.
Mix up every week, you never know, next week Lil's face might be the green screen.
It could be.
I bet you don't know the seeds in my teeth.
Another thing to mention is that we thought we'd have a bit of fun and we put loads of Tabasco on one of them and not as much on the other. So one of them will be really spicy.
I wonder which.
It's going to be mine, isn't it?
It will be yours.
It's mine. But I like Tabasco, so it's not really a trick, is it?
Which is why I rigged the entire competition. Which is...
Oh, cheers.
It does taste like toast. Nice toast.
I've got it on my lips.
Mm-hmm.
About.
Look at it all about.
This is quite spicy, you know.
How about yours? You're quite nice.
It's nice though.
Yeah. Well,
Top tip.
really hot.
Top tip from me. Go to the pound shop. If you've never been, go to the pound shop. I'm telling you now, you'll love it. It's so good. Nearly everything's a pound. Do you know, it fucking pisses me off now.
Can you go to the till and it's not quid?
Yeah.
What was it?
Well, anyway, these were £1.
What were these? The seeds?
The seeds were £1 from the pound shop. And I think that's pretty good because seeds are quite pricey in other places, aren't they?
How big was the bag?
I think it was 500 grams, 400 grams.
That's not bad for seeds.
Maybe you want to suggest a sausage of the week for us to try. Let us know in the comments below what sausage you'd like us to try out.
Any of you vegan Velmas out there want to show us some vegan options?
You know what?
What?
maybe we should reach out to Bimini, and she's a vegan bitch.
You're gonna suggest she makes us some sausages?
She watched our video, you know.
Which actually?
Yeah, she commented on the wall. She put, she's a model for Gucci.
Oh, that's sweet. Maybe below are good friends with Bimini Bamboo Lash. Send her our way.
I'm getting on a bit now.
She's 42.
That's right, 42. And I'm still so trim and youthful looking.
Wait, isn't that? What is it, Mary? What's her name?
Mary Brazil.
And I'm 53. Yes, 53.
You will be.
So, Lill, the girls come back from the main stage after the first episode. They're all sitting around their looks, and everyone's being a little bit catty, aren't they? And Ahura seemed to be doing most of the cattiness. And Ahura just seemed to just be saying how she felt, which is great for her, but I wouldn't appreciate if I was in that situation, someone just yapping the trap all the time.
I think that you might be one to like try and psych him out though. I think that you might be the Ahura.
No, but my psychological warfare is more, you look nice.
Oh, hope you win.
Oh, you in a rush? Oh.
I think she seemed a bit of a cow from the start of this episode, but as the episode went on, I thought she seemed really funny. I got on board.
You got on the Ahura train?
I'm on the Ahura train. Next stop, Bitchville.
Shoot. And then Ru comes in and decides that they're going to play a little bit of the ballot voting game, aren't they?
Yeah, which I didn't think was on really. I think that was a bit nasty of Miss Rupert.
Miss RuPaul.
Miss Rupert Charles. And what did you think?
I felt like it was almost set up there to make them have a go at each other.
So the categories started.
Sorry.
So the categories, one of them was Baroness Basic.
Yeah.
The next one was Cocky Queen or something.
It was a long one, I didn't really get.
Cocky Bitch.
Yeah.
The other one was
Trade Minister.
Trade Minister, who's the sexiest out of drag. And the last one was
Baroness Shade. Have we said that one?
Oh no, it was Baroness Basic. What was
Baroness
the shade
Basic, and it was like Shade Secretary.
Yeah, the Shade Secretary.
And what was the trade one? Trade Minister, Shade Secretary, Baroness Basic, and Cocky Queen.
Yeah, that was it.
I think we said them all.
So who would you choose for each of them?
So, Baroness Basic, not that they are basic in their entirety, just that they are basic in their looks, my opinion. I would still have gone with Tia Coffee.
I think I did chose Tia Coffee as well, just because her outfits don't seem... Yeah, what's a nice way to say it? She looks a bit cheap.
That's not a nice way of saying it though. Another category they had to pick was Shade Secretary. What did you think?
Well, I think we've both got the same person for this, haven't we? Ahura.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a bit of a cow. But you know what? I love it.
After that was Trade Minister, who was the sexiest person out of drag. Who did you think was the one to go for?
I chose Taste.
So you know mine.
Ellie Diamond.
No, I can't say.
Oh my god, it's obviously Ellie Diamond.
I wouldn't want to reveal that to the public.
Could you let her slip a finger in?
I can't tell you that!
Just tell everyone at home.
If I had a nail on it, who knows?
How many fingers would you let her slip in?
She's got 2 hands, hasn't she?
The next category was a long stupid name that I can't remember, but it basically meant Cocky Queen. Who's the cockiest out of them all? Who's the cocky off school, yeah?
The cock. Again! There's no sausages.
Do I need to put you over my knee and burp you?
Stop it, you flirt. Jesus! I think Ahura's quite cocky. I think I would have doubled her up with Shadiest as well.
Then on to Rats the Musical. Rats the Musical. Rats the Musical. Rats. Now, as the Rat Queen, Banksie,
yes,
you should have some good opinions on this.
Well, I do think rats need to be better represented in the media, and I do think that they were well represented within this. There were many different types of rats. A lot of, diversity within the rat community was represented in this. It was very negative of the rat community.
Yeah.
However, as the Queen of the Rats herself, I would have liked to have been mentioned.
And do you know what they say? You're never more than 6 feet away from a rat. And sometimes you're even closer.
So then they started rehearsing. From the rehearsals, Lill, who did you think was going to do really well in this?
From the top, make it drop, thought it was gonna be Taste. Turned out I was right, because she's just so delicious.
Wow, that was magical.
Yeah, I thought Taste was gonna be that good. I knew Astina would be really good at dancing. So they had the rehearsal and Lawrence Chain got a little bit overwhelmed.
Yeah, understandably.
Yeah, because I bet it's well stressful. You've got to remember that you can't speak to whoever usually supports you.
Your mum.
Yeah, your mum or your boyfriend or your mates. You're on your own.
with strangers you've probably never met before.
Who are purposefully trying to psych you out.
Totally.
So yeah, you would get overwhelmed. I'm obviously an amazing dancer. I love to dance. But when you give me steps, like 1, 2, 3, do this,
choreo.
Yeah, I'd be shy. I'd be rubbish. When you're faced with something that you're not really used to doing, and to be honest, you've told the producers that you can do, otherwise they won't let you on.
Yeah.
Of course you're going to be like, oh shit, I lied, sorry, can't actually dance.
Don't have to include this, but did you lie?
And say I could dance?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Did you
course
lie
I
say
did.
you could sing as well?
Yeah, and I would lie to the faces. I'd be there in the confessionals like, yes, I am an opera trained singer. I can hit the top C's. I've actually smashed glass before. I toured as one of Beyonce's backing dancers. My mum's Edith Piaf. My dad is
Engelbert Humperdinck.
my dad's Engelbert Humperdinck. And basically I'm a good all-rounder. I can do it all. Do you want me to rap? Nicki Minaj is my best mate. You want me to bake a cake? I'll just get a few tips from my good mate Nigella. I'd say, yeah, I can do it all. I got it all, baby. Drink it in. Drink all of this in. Because you ain't never going to get this candy. But you've got a lie to get on, aren't you?
Yeah.
Everyone tells little white lies on the CV. Just that usually the interview process isn't televised. In episode 1, when I first saw it, I thought, oh look, a bunch of rats. And now finally everyone else has caught up to me. Sewer rats.
Rats!
The lot of them. Stinky rats. Filthy, disease-carrying, venomous rats.
Are rats venomous?
These ones are. The very bitchy, dancing rats. What on earth? What is this? What can this be?
What could this be?
I don't believe my eyes. There's 10 rats dancing on the television.
There were 11. It came to the actual musical and they're all on stage, they're all having a bit of a dance, a bit of a musical moment. Lill, who do you think had your eyes drawn to them?
Veronica Green was really good.
Yeah.
She was really good. I liked the reveal where she had 2 little rats hanging off her tatas.
I think it was like 6 or 4, like loads of nipples all the way down her dress.
Yeah, I never knew that she had that many nipples. But I suppose that's not something that you want to tell everyone, is it? First stop, RuPaul. Second stop, embarrassing bodies.
Yeah. Have you seen Dr. Christian's cock? Sorry, I shouldn't say that on the camera. But like,
is it nice?
it's massive.
Is it?
He is a very gorgeous man. Yes.
Oh, the doctor will see you now. Who were you drawn to?
I think that Ginny did amazing. I thought Ginny really like brought the storyline together, and every time Ginny was on the stage, your eyes just went to Ginny, because it was like her facial expressions and the way she moved, and that was just so to character. But maybe that character is just Ginny.
Do you think that Ginny deserved to be in the top 3 there?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say she probably did as well. And do you know who else I think deserved to be in the top 3?
Yeah.
I think both Ahura and Bimini did an absolutely amazing job. They had such good characterisation. They both really went for it. Ahura was a bit apprehensive about being a bit more.
I liked her like tone of voice change throughout the entire song. She'd be like, you know what I mean?
They were both really funny. I thought they were both really good, and I think they both deserved to be in the top. Now on to the runway. The theme of the week was surprise, surprise. And you know what? I was surprised there was no Scylla.
I know, that's why my mind instantly went to a syllable.
Yeah, and I thought that Ginny Lemon would have been Scylla.
Does an amazing song. Maybe she's saving it though for something.
Something snatchy.
Snatchy.
Something gamey. Something snatchy gamey. First out to the runway, we had Ahura, or as I like to call her, Ahohe.
And Ahura was wearing a groom's outfit that, surprise, surprise, do it as Scylla. Surprise, surprise, Chuck! There we go. Turned into a bride's dress. And instantly, what did you think? Did you think it fit the brief?
I loved it. I thought it was classic. I thought it was elegant. I loved the hair. I loved the big top hat. I just loved it. I just thought it was so fabulous. I gave it a 5 out of 5.
See, for me, I thought it fit the brief. It was a surprise. I mean, when she came out as a groom, you knew she was turning into a bride. Like, it was a surprise the way she did it. I just didn't like the thing underneath. I thought the corset looked like I could find it on Amazon for £20. The skirt was just a bit like, oh, it was a circle skirt with an underskirt. I wasn't wowed by both of the outfits, but they were lovely and nice, and it was a great theme and a great idea, so I gave her a 4.
I think you have to remember as well, whatever outfit you got on second has to fit underneath the first outfit.
It didn't even have to be a dress underneath. It could have been a train with gorgeous lingerie underneath. It was all rhinestones. Do you know what I mean?
It could have been white underwear. That could have been really cute.
Next up onto the runway was Lawrence Chaney in a kind of just Scottish themed surprise, surprise outfit, wasn't it?
Well, it wasn't much of a surprise because she took that long to take it off. Oh God, hurry up. It's like she was going to the swimming bath. It's like she was in a changing room on her own and there was no one watching. Hurry up, get on with it, love.
At least you saw the judges being like, ooh, like they were kind of egging her on a bit.
Come on, take it off!
You can do it, sweetie! I love the way she pads her body and I think it looks beautiful. She always knows how to pad her body right. I just felt like when the skirt was over her hip and went straight down, it didn't accentuate the places where she wanted to accentuate. And just because I didn't really like the outfit, both of the outfits that much, but I enjoyed that she chose a different reveal and it looked like there was some effort into the work. I gave her a 3 out of 5, middle of the pack.
Sippy, sippy for baby. Next up was Ginny Lemon. Fancy a slice!
This is my favourite look of the night. I loved it.
So she was wearing like a kind of...
Tea lady.
Yeah, tea lady.
This is overall.
In an oversized 60s pattern with like bell sleeves. And then she revealed a dress that matched underneath and we were like, oh, bit of a rubbish reveal. But she conned you. She kind of lulled you into a false sense of security and made you think, oh, that was a shit reveal. But it wasn't. It wasn't the surprise because then she turned around and flashed her hairy ass to the nation.
And we both, while we were watching it, went, like we both like pop up,
yeah.
A shot. Surprise, surprise, very much to theme.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I gave her a 5. I was so shocked.
I gave her a 5 too.
Top marks for Ginny Lemon this week.
Woo!
Next onto the runway, sporting a gender reveal outfit, was Miss Cherry Valentine. Lill, you had an opinion on this, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. So I liked the outfit that she started off in. I thought it was like really over the top, sissy, cute. It was kind of like yellow with big black polka dots, wasn't it? And like a baby sort of look. So I liked that. She revealed to be a pregnant lady, and I thought it was a bit underwhelming.
Yeah, I just think that the idea, when she probably first had it, was this great, amazing idea, and then the execution of it wasn't there. Like, she was just carrying this little black balloon around, like, for the entire runway, then popped it, and it was rainbows, and I liked that little bit. Construction of the outfit didn't seem to fit the original idea. I don't get why it was yellow and black polka dots. I didn't get why it then went to, like, a yellow baby, but with gender across the top. I don't think you needed the gender across the top.
I feel like she just printed that out from an A4 printer.
There wasn't much of a reveal to it. Like, it's as if my reveal was just taking off a shoe.
Do you think that she was meant to look like Kris Jenner as well?
It was more of a pregnant Karen, I think.
Yeah, it's just the second outfit was, although perhaps it was meant to be mumsy, perhaps it was a stylistic choice to be mumsy. But do you know what? No Matalon on the runway for me. I really like her though. I really like how she comes across in confessionals.
We did really like her confessionals
and
this
I
week.
feel really bad because I hate steampunk and I made such a big deal of it last week and now I don't like this outfit. Wish I wasn't so harsh, but then here we are, I'm such a bitch. And she's such an amazing queen, so I don't know why she didn't bring it to the runway this week, and I probably shouldn't have been so harsh about steampunk last week, whatever. I gave her a 3.
And I gave her a 3 as well.
But I was being nice. Hello, so we're back. We went for a fag and we've been joined by Foxy, who's got a lot of opinions to share with you all. What's that, Foxy? A horror's a real bitch? Well, you know. Anyway, let's get on with the runways. Tia Coffee was next, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
I don't think either of the looks were very nice, to be honest. I think the first look with the Hulk Hogan body, I think that looks like you could have bought that top from AliExpress. I don't think that she elevated it enough. I think that we know what references that she's pulling from. It should have looked like Tom of Finland, and it didn't. And the second look was meant to be very feminine, and I think that might be her idea of what the most feminine lady in the world looks like. But it wasn't nice, it was naff. Do you know what? She brought so much energy to the runway though, didn't she?
She did. And the confessionals.
Yeah, the confessionals, she's fabulous. I'm really on board. I think she's got a great character. But I'm just not convinced by her fashions. Wasn't last week and I'm not this week. Sadly, I only gave her 1 out of 5.
Yeah, and with great remorse, I also gave her a 1.
Next up, we had Ellie Diamond, the Adam's apple of Banksie's eye.
I can't do it, Lill. Can't. Yeah, and Ellie was wearing Well, she brought 3 looks to the runway, which is really impressive, and wasn't even asked for the surprise. But I was surprised when the 3rd look came out. I thought it was just going to be 2. And she did a Wizard of Oz, Friends of Dorothy, Scarecrow, Tin Man, Lion, and I really liked it. What did you think, though?
I liked it. I liked that she brought 3 looks to the runway, but I must just be an ungrateful cow, because even then I still wanted more. I thought, why not give us 4 looks, 5 looks, 6 looks? Why not do the whole cast?
Something that I thought was really difficult for me to get my head around was that every single one of the looks was the same silhouette, and I would have liked some variation. It felt like every single dress that she put on was just the same skater dress. And yeah, I would have liked some, maybe like a bodysuit or something a bit different, a bit more variation. It was just lovely embellishments on top of the same dress for me.
Yeah, I get that they were all in her brand, kind of like cutesy, big doll skater dresses. But I think there should have been more variation. I gave her a 3.
And I gave her a 4.
Stomping onto the catwalk next, we had the incredible Astina.
And Astina was doing a sort of Melina from Mortal Kombat. You can tell she's a big nerd, because those references she's been pulling all the time are just so video game, like superhero, like comic book style references. And I loved the look that she walked out in. If I was looking at the brief, which is surprise, surprise, I struggled to see where the surprise was really. Like, the cloak she walked in with was kind of just a cloak, and then she revealed it to a lovely outfit, and then the reveal was sort of like a very little reveal, like a mini reveal, like where all the other girls have done like full big costume reveals. So I would have liked more, just a little bit more from her.
One thing that you can't take away from Astina is her walk. As soon as she walks out onto the catwalk, she commands the attention of the audience, and everyone's jaws drop. So she could be wearing a bin bag and we'd probably still give her good marks.
Yeah.
For this particular look, I liked the styling of the look. I thought she looked really fashion. She just looked cool, didn't she? She just looked really cool. So for that, I give her a 4.
Now that I think, I'm going to give her an extra point, because I do think that she did command it, and she did completely own it, and she did have all these knives and cool things happening. So I'm going to give her a 3.
Fair.
So, next on the runway is Sister.
Sister!
Do the rest of it.
Never knew how much I missed you.
So good.
So what did you put on the notes, Banksie?
Well, on our notes on our Word document, I put good whore. And that wasn't just saying that she was just a great whore out there. She transformed from this good housewife glamorous girl to a bit of a slag, really, Lill, wasn't it?
The thing is, I loved the outfit that she came out in. I thought it looked like Vampire's Wife, if you know that. I thought it looked really fab. It was like really long 70s. I loved the cut of it. Yeah, I thought that looked gorgeous. It was kind of like Lana Del Rey inspired. And then she revealed to be more of a sexier look, should we say. She had a tattoo bodysuit on, which wasn't entirely convincing. And then the outfit was a bit too like bitsy, fancy. Too much frills and faff for me. I think she could have simplified the look, and I think it would have been a bit stronger then. I liked the concept, I guess, sort of. Like, I'm not just a housewife, I'm a sexy housewife.
To be honest, this is what I thought about it as well, was like, every drag queen who's ever lived, when they've had to do sort of a number or a reveal or like a change from one character to another, you know the age-old one of, let's go from a good girl to a whore, let's go from a nun to a sexy nun. You know, that kind of age-old drag queen trick. And it just didn't feel original to me. And all the other ones were really well thought out and original. So I gave it a 2.
Yeah, I gave it a 2 as well. I didn't think the concept was so strong, and I didn't think the look was that well executed.
Tits and teeth, tits and teeth. So, Veronica Green was on the stage next. She was wearing sort of a Stepford wife, very over the top little like tray with gingerbread man. One was broken, I like that. And then she took it off and transformed into like a cyborg, like robotic, genderless being. And I loved that. What did you think, Lill?
Yeah, overall I liked it. I thought it was good. Although it was a bit of a familiar concept to me. I have seen other queens do like a Metropolis robot sort of look before, such as Cheddar. I liked the shape of the body, especially from the back. I thought the bum looked really cheeky.
Yeah, cheeky.
Overall, I thought it was alright. I gave it a 3.
I actually really liked it. I thought that unlike Sister Sister's look, which went from sort of Stepford wife to something else, I wasn't expecting Veronica's to go from Stepford wife to Metropolis robot. And I really liked the way it was. I thought it was really original. I thought it was very brave. of her to do something without a wig, where it's very structured around the body. And yeah, I really liked her face, and I really liked the way that she performed the runway. It was one of my tops of the week, and I gave it a 5.
The next supermodel to the runway was the delicious Tace, and I thought she looked absolutely stunning.
Incredible.
She looked so beautiful. Her makeup.
Her face was amazing.
She's got a gorgeous bone structure.
Oh my
anyway.
gosh. Also, like, the highlighter was like plastered to her face, and her face looked immense.
It looked like her face had been like stippled with red blood.
Yeah.
And I really liked that. I thought she looked absolutely stunning. The judges, however, thought that she looked a bit like she'd bought it from a shop.
I would never see that in a shop, and if it isn't a shop, can someone please tell me where it is so I can buy it?
Yeah, we want the links. We really did.
I loved it, yeah.
So I gave her a 4 out of 5. I thought really good effort. I did take a point off the corset, but I didn't notice when she first came out onto the runway, did you?
Yeah, maybe the lights, real life versus TV, made it seem a bit different.
Yeah.
I gave it a 4 too, but that was only because as the subject was like surprise, surprise reveals, I did think the reveal wasn't as strong as the other people's reveals. I thought she looked beautiful, and the coat was so gorgeous, and the bodysuit, and her body is always snatched. I just thought that maybe there could have been more of an interesting reveal on top of it. The reveal itself was great, like she just looked amazing, but more of a concept would have brought it up to the top mark for me.
I think the blood splatter was supposed to be part of the surprise, but there wasn't much in there, was there?
A bit flaccid.
We've both done performances where you spit something out, and
I choked.
When you've got to wait for a while with it in your mouth, like
yeah,
sometimes you do end up swallowing most of it. It doesn't go to plan when you want to spit something out sometimes.
No.
Sometimes you've just got to swallow.
Next onto the stage, last but not least, was our lovingly gorgeous Bimini Bon Boulash. And she did a corset, beautiful balloon-esque piece where she was going to pop balloons with painting them over a nude corset to create sort of a sort of Mrs. Krabappel, The Simpsons-esque sort of number. And yeah, I loved the idea. It just didn't go to plan, did it?
Yeah, and I think she said in her confessional that she had tried it out a few times, and so it had obviously worked in the past, but it just didn't work on this occasion, which is a bit shit for Bimini.
And sometimes it doesn't work when you're in different situations.
And when she first came out onto the runway, I thought, oh, she looks incredible. She had this like sculptural hair on, and it kind of looked like another head.
Yeah.
Head. And she looked stunning. She looked so beautiful. Her makeup was just right. She looked gorgeous, and I was so excited to find out what the surprise would be. And then the surprise just let us down.
Yeah, I completely agree. The corset itself, corset by Misty Couture, who is a local Manchester girl ourselves, that corset was amazing, and the idea was brilliant, and the hair was amazing. I wish that the hair had a balloon in it, and it popped, and black.
Really cool.
That would have been amazing. So there was always somewhere to go with it. I wish it had gone to fruition, and for that only, because there wasn't really a surprise other than the surprise of it not working, I gave it a 2 out of 5.
I was quite kind with mine. I gave her a 4 out of 5 because I could see the potential in what she was going for, and I could see the effort that she put into the look, and I think she looked absolutely stunning.
You gotta judge off the brief though.
I'm judging off the brief. I mean, it's not her fault it went wrong.
But it didn't happen. It didn't happen! You can't judge something that didn't happen!
Well, you don't know what I'm surprised by.
I know what you're surprised by right now.
I was surprised at how good she looked when she came out onto the runway, and that was surprising enough for me.
There you go.
I love Bimini. You'll never take that away from me. Never.
So, we just watched an episode of Drag Race and we absolutely loved it. But we know for a fact that a lot of our drag friends have watched the episode, Lill, and they loved it too. Should we find out what they had to say?
Well, they might not have loved it. Maybe they hated it. Why don't we go to voicemail?
Hey, Banksie and Lill, it's JODIE HARSH. I I'm loving Drag Race UK this season. Rats, the Rusical, was probably the best thing I have ever seen, and that needs to go straight to the West End. I'm loving the light touches of shade. I'm going to miss Cherry because I feel like we didn't really see enough of her. Tace is just giving me everything I need. Lawrence is just making me laugh my head off. Oh, I'm obsessed. Call me back!
The judges had quite a lot to say. Well, we're going to be honest, we can't remember what they thought because we were just thinking about what we were going to say.
And basically, the winner of the week was. We need to remember who the winners are. Who was the fucking winner?
I really can't remember.
Who was good?
Veronica was the winner this week.
That was it.
The judges thought that she rallied. The judges thought that she
Royally rallied.
The judges thought that she really brought it to the runway. You thought that she really brought it to the runway.
I thought she was brilliant.
I'll just say to Veronica, it's a good job I wasn't on that judging panel because you'd be out on your ear. No, I thought she was good. I thought it was deserved.
But then the bottoms were Tace. I forgot what the bottoms were. Who went home? Tace, Cherry Valentine, and Lawrence Chaney.
Yeah. So they thought that Lawrence Chaney was a bit nervous, I think, did they?
I think they sold it in the actual challenge when they were on stage. They turned into a little bit like a Susan Boyle, like little Scottish jokes in the middle of everything, and sold so much personality. So I don't think they deserve to be there.
She is who she is. She's fab. You can't be expecting a tap dancing splits, and you can't be expecting that from everybody. You know your strengths. She gave the strengths. I don't know why she was in the bottom. I think that Lawrence didn't deserve to be in the bottom three.
I don't think Taste deserved to be in the bottom three.
No.
I think Tia Coffee deserved to be in the bottom three.
For the fashions, but I'm just so fond of her at this point.
You little shit. That makes me sound so horrible.
I don't actually want her to go because I am really fond of her.
And I think she's hilarious.
Sister, what do you think of Sister up to now?
When they were backstage talking, Sister was a little bit catty with Lawrence, wasn't she?
She was a bit arsey.
Yeah.
But because I was watching very intently, when it actually happened, when Lawrence Chaney had a meltdown, I could see it in her face. She actually was really concerned, and you could tell that she cares.
Yeah. The lip sync song comes along, and it is Memory, recorded by Elaine Page, which is a drag queen favourite, to be honest, isn't it?
It's very emotional.
Did you have a little cry?
I didn't cry.
I didn't have a cry. It was probably very emotional there.
I was absolutely in awe of Tace's face, to be honest. It was stunning. Cherry gave it a good go. She gave it a good go. What's so funny?
You gave it a good go. It's so patronising.
What she did, she gave it a good go.
And at the moment where Tace walks away, and it was that slow walk in that bit of the song where everyone was like, what is she going to do?
She gave me goosebumps, and she's actually giving me goosebumps thinking about it.
Well done, Tace.
Well done, Tace. You've not only managed to stay another week, but you've given me goosebumps, which won't go away, and it's kind of freaking me out a bit now. I wish we could have seen more from Cherry Valentine. We do see her in Manchester quite a bit.
We'll probably see her in a couple
We'll
of
probably
weeks.
bump into her very shortly.
Yeah. So goodbye, Cherry. We love you lots.
Me and Baby have made it through another week. It's been really
a roller coaster, really.
It's been a roller coaster of emotions. It's been so hard to be completely honest with you, but you know what? We are.
And you know what? We've said it before, we'll say it again. These are just our opinions and our opinions only. And we're queens who didn't get on Drag Race, and they did. So, good for them, screw us.
I've got to go and give Baby a bitty now.
So, goodbye from me.
Goodbye from her.
And fuck you from the both of us. Bye.
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 Give Baby a bitty now.
Are you supposed to say so?